Hi everyone, my name is Yolanda Renteria. I'm a trauma therapist. I'm also on Instagram. My handle is This is Yolanda Renteria. I started making videos and then I stopped last year, but I'm back to making them. Now I am committing to making them every week, but one of the things that was happening is that these videos were taking a long time, and I just realized that it was my perfectionism. And so I would go back and start over, and now I just want to show up whatever way I show up. The information that I give you is going to be just for your awareness. Obviously, it's not a substitute for therapy because we're not going over the details and the nuances of your personal experience, right? But I do find that a lot of my clients feel a lot of relief and understanding when they start understanding why they do what they do, why they have the reactions that they have, and why is all of these things why are all these things showing up, right? And so anyway, I wanted to teach you more about that, and hopefully you find this channel helpful. Follow me, hit subscribe. I'm going to be discussing different topics that I usually talk about on my Instagram page. So the topic that I wanted to discuss today was our fight, flight, freeze response. Now, this is something that maybe you have heard, maybe you haven't, but it's part of our survival mechanism. Our survival mechanism is built out of our experiences. So everybody's survival mechanism is different because it's related to the experiences that we have lived through. If you were born in a war zone, your survival mechanism is going to be very different from somebody who wasn't. The same can be said for if you were born in a home where there was a lot of abuse happening. Your survival mechanism is going to be wired different than somebody's survival mechanism where they live in a home where there's no abuse. So let me explain you a little bit how this survival mechanism shows up, because it's ongoing and it shows up in different situations. So just think about it this way. Let's say that you're home and somebody's breaking into your house, okay? Depending on what automatic response you have, that's your survival mechanism showing up. So let's say that your instinct is to go and face the person who's breaking into your house. That is your fight mechanism. You move towards the potential danger instead of removing yourself from the situation. Let's say in that situation, you actually want to escape and avoid. So whatever danger is out there, you want to make sure that you avoid it because your survival depends on it. At least that's what your body is telling you, okay? So that will be the person who's looking for windows or looking for a way to not face the danger. Now, in a freeze response, somebody would probably feel in that situation that it would be more dangerous to face the danger or avoid it by fleeing. And in those situations, the body says, you know what? Don't do anything, just stay here. As long as you're alive by the end of this, that is all that matters. Our body is going to pick our survival over anything because that's our body's main role, to keep us alive. And there can be a lot of situations in which we do things that might feel like shame-inducing and we don't understand why we didn't act or react in a different way, but it's totally out of our control. These responses are automatic and they just happen without us planning them, okay? Now, when our body learns that it can't survive, right? Then the next thing it tries to protect us from is pain. And that can be physical pain, that can be emotional pain. So just think about it this way. If there's a stove, you don't have to put your hand on the stove if you see that it's on to know that it's hot, right? Your brain is already wired that way, and if you even move towards it, your body will automatically help you push back. Your body and your thoughts are working together to help keep you safe. So I can't go in depth over all of the responses because then this would make a really, really long video, but I'm gonna try to continue this topic like in other videos. But one last thing that I wanted to say about your survival response is that if you notice, what happens is that your body is activated when you're experiencing these responses. So think about it this way. Let's say that somebody's breaking into your house and you automatically feel a rush of adrenaline. That adrenaline that you feel in your body is actually trying to help you move, right? And when people freeze, they can't use that energy that they have in their body. And that's exactly what anxiety feels like, because when you're anxious, you experience thoughts of danger, or you feel sensations of danger in your body, your fight-flight response is activated, but you cannot move anywhere because your environment is actually pretty safe. So that energy that you have is actually just living in your body because it has no way out. So I'm going to be explaining more about these reactions. Hope that you find this helpful. I know that there's a lot of pieces missing to this, but I promise I'm gonna try to go more in depth about this in other videos and also teach you some breathing techniques to help you regulate your nervous system. Thank you for being here, and please hit subscribe, don't forget, because I'm gonna be covering so much information to bring awareness of why things are happening the way that they are in your life. Thank you.